We're in for heavy rain, flooding rain, river flooding, coastal flooding, and strong winds. We have a lot going on over the next 36 hours, and I'm lead weather team meteorologist Joe Martucci. We're going to go through it all for you. I am in for my weather brother, Sean Sublett, who will be back with you next Tuesday. Let's take a look at what this storm could bring. First of all, it could become Tropical Storm Ophelia. The National Hurricane Center is looking to see if this low pressure system will turn tropical as we go into the rest of our Friday and into Saturday. Rain falls from Friday afternoon to Sunday morning in Virginia, especially in central and eastern Virginia. And then we're talking about those damaging winds and the river flooding, particularly on the James River as you go down towards the tidal areas as well. Here's a look at our low pressure system right now. It is off the coast of South Carolina. Most of the clouds and the rain are to the north of this system here. So even though it might make landfall in North Carolina on Saturday morning, we're already going to see a lot of rain by then. It should still stay tropical storm strength as it goes into Virginia and then moves up the I-95 corridor as we go into Sunday and Monday here. Let's take a look at our future cast. We'll get you to Saturday morning. We'll be talking about periods of heavy rain as we go into our Saturday morning, particularly from Richmond up to Fredericksburg. Still a couple of showers over in Blacksburg, but I think once you get towards really the far western portions of Virginia, like Bristol, I think you have a dry day. Heavy rain continues into the day on Saturday as the core of the storm moves through Richmond and then into Fredericksburg, and then rain showers will continue into Saturday night. Look at our rainfall totals through Saturday at 9 p.m. We're talking about upwards of 6 inches of rain somewhere around Richmond. This is going to cause basement flooding. If you live next to a stream or creek, those areas will likely rise above their banks as well. But even in somewhere like Charlottesville or Fredericksburg, 2 to 3 inches of rain certainly going to cause some issue on the roadways as well here. We take a look at the Weather Prediction Center's flooding threat. We're in a level 2 of 4 risk from Richmond down to Emporia on east, Fredericksburg, and areas that are around there are in a level 1 of 4 risk. Then we go to Saturday. That level 2 risk expands up into Fredericksburg, into Washington. Those Lynchburg, Virginia on the outskirts there, still in that level 1 risk. And then really no flooding risk once you get to Roanoke and in places further to the west. It will be windy, especially along the coast. That's no surprise. But let's show you our tropical winds for some inland places as well, such as Roanoke, Richmond, and Fredericksburg. We go into Friday here. Winds will be sustained 14 miles an hour in Richmond at 8 o'clock here. That's breezy, not windy, but certainly windy in Virginia Beach. Looks like as we go into Saturday morning here, it's a breeze that blows throughout the region. Strongest winds should actually be Saturday p.m. during the afternoon and evening hours as the center of what could be Ophelia moves through Richmond and up to Fredericksburg. But even still, we're talking about sustained winds below tropical storm force strength, which is 39 miles an hour. And then this will continue as we go into our Saturday evening and then weekend as we go into Saturday night and Sunday. Should really just be a day with a little bit of a breeze around. That is it. The strongest wind will be in Virginia Beach and Norfolk along the water here. Now, we do have multiple rounds of tidal flooding to speak of here, and that includes the tidal areas of the James River. We're talking about anything from minor flood stage to moderate flood stage or even major flood stage. Major flood stage certainly possible with the Saturday p.m. high tides. That is widespread flooding along the shorelines here. This is life-threatening flooding that doesn't always happen every year. So it is a multi-impact storm for Virginia here, mainly going to be Richmond to Fredericksburg on east in terms of impacts here, but there will be some rain as far west as places like Roanoke with a little bit of a breeze as well. For the lead weather team, I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. You can download and subscribe to our Across the Sky podcast. New episodes every Monday.